Jolly good day, old chaps. We are back with another video. I hope you enjoyed that time lapse of us building up the mountain, and let's get started. Now, first inference is I have been playing a lot with shaders recently, just because I like to fly around and just enjoy the scenery. And I decided that I'll start using shaders for a bit of recording, see how it works out. Anyways, to start out here, we have the entrance, which is just a kind of a flooded river. I might change some of the shape in the future, but for now it's fine. Had to deal with some varying Y levels and such. Now, we got the crystals, we got peaks, lots of terraforming. Still gotta do some stuff here and there, add the tails, trees, you know, all the fun stuff that will come along with time. I gotta be careful, there are some magma blocks that will bring this boat down. Haven't thought that through very well. However, the crystal themselves and the exterior of the mountain, for now, that is for now, more details coming in the future, can be considered done. As for everything else, inside the mountain, well, that I've only just started on. Let's just park the boat on... that's just not what I meant to... lily pads, why do you have to do this to me? Anyways, I was kind of just fiddling around trying to see what would be a good entrance. I knew I was going to have like a cave. And so far, this is what I come up with. It's still in the works. I'm still placing blocks and figuring things out. However, what I have so far is a bit of a glow... what is it called? Mossy cave, Spore Blossom Cave. What is it called? 1 second here. It was called a Lush Cave. How could I forget that? Anyways, for the cave itself, right now I'm still trying to figure out some basic design and all that. I'm kind of feeling a lush cave roof with a bit of aspects of dirt and rock all throughout in veins, and the ground will be mostly the same here, with a bit of a mine shaft feel, like they're mining it out. Most of this dirt was originally covered maybe in moss, and they've kind of scraped it away so that they could build these tunnels. And what I'm thinking here is the entrance itself would be 2 parts. This part here would be a bit of a player area, or something, maybe a shop or something in the future. Not entirely sure yet. However, this side, I've already have basically planned out in my head, just still figuring out some stuff. So essentially, you'd come over here, and while you're waiting for your gear, your armor to be fixed, or maybe some relics to be appraised, you'd come over here, you'd have a couple drinks, maybe some chicken, some of the specialties of the shop, and just enjoy some time here, hang out with some other adventurers. Maybe try not to get too close to the kitchen or eat too much of the food here. After all, it's kind of built into a mine, and who knows what kind of random residues being left onto the food in this kitchen, right? Also, I did come up with this little wine/ale rack, and I'm quite proud of it. Just a little bit of a hidden thing here. I had a bit of a more detailed version, however, I think the simplified version works a bit better in this situation. I want to get a head that acts as like a stew pot to put above here. We'll have to come back and do that at a later time. Gotta get some raw meats to hang up in the cellar here. Just little details like that. I did end up making this geode here, which is essentially where the water for the establishment comes from. And just fills into this little pond and drains out. Now, this geode was of course made by hand, so it might not be the best shaped geode, plus it's a bit cracked differently. And gotta come back and add some more, what's the word I'm looking for? Some mossy aspects on the roof maybe, so it's a bit of a different divide from the mine and the roof. Who knows? We'll figure that out in a bit. So we have that aspect. That is essentially the entrance. That is what welcomes people upon first entrance. However, of course, as you can see, this is not where the mine shaft goes. This is just a outcrop where they found some ore and eventually settled down to make this. Now, maybe this was originally just strictly a mine. The mine itself was producing a bit of ores until they stumbled across something that was man-made. And that would lead you over here to a bit of an outcrop with some ancient doors or statues, who knows, something like that in this section. This would be the entrance to the game. Now, we'll have to figure that out in a bit. This will be something that I chip away at and give you progress updates here and there as we work on the rest of the city. But as they discover this, they realize it is something that has immense amount of wealth. Relics from the bygone era. Maybe some powerful medicines, who knows, stuff like that, just common fantasy stuff. And so they start to send people down to explore it, to gain its wealth, to discover, to map it out. And in teams form. Eventually it was discovered that larger teams have lesser chance to survive, so they start sending smaller and smaller teams until eventually individual or small team adventures are what are sent down to explore, mapping out what they can and bringing up anything they find and selling it. And with this influx of a adventure trade, well, you're not gonna just have a pop-up like just a food establishment, you're gonna need more room, so they start mining out the larger area here. Originally it was just that, where they can, find a place to get a drink. Then it was like, oh, well, why not repair our tools here instead of going to town? So then they make a forge, and a shop, and just a general toolsmith and supply. Toolsmith? That's a new one. So just a general merchant area in this corner. It's like, well, if you got food, you got shop, you got even maybe there's an auction place where you can sell off your relics. Maybe this is starting to get a bit too cramped. Maybe they need a bit more room. So maybe they just start expanding on the other side. So on this side of the mine that was originally producing fair goods without any problems, this has just been left empty. So maybe just open up some inn rooms where people can rest their head. Call a piece of land their own. And maybe some shops start popping up. So maybe somebody's selling potions, somebody's selling gear there. So just a bit of a inn and city vibe in this side. So this would be a bit of a city district, essentially, where people are laying down their heads as well as selling their goods. Maybe even have stuff like an auction house and a more official, larger shop, because that area is not too big really. And then you would have a bustling trade. Oh, it is nice. I've talked too much. Anyways. Now that you got an idea of what we are planning for in this room, I'm going to be working on the interior for this. In the meantime, why not we send you off to go see some new shenanigans that's going on over at the spawn area. Now, as for said shenanigans, that would be some terraforming. Now, I kind of got into a bit of a quirk with some mining and expanding this river bit out and did a bunch of work here, but I wasn't happy, so I tore a bunch of it down with some help. And then Shalin and Enigma came back in and finished up their part here. So me and Creamsicle were originally just expanding this area and laying out some groundwork of where it can be, and then Enigma came in and did his part of the river here, which is more than he had to do. However, now I just got one section left of the river to do, so that makes me happy. But that leaves me with the task of connecting up that road there to this road here, as well as the rest of the city construction. At the end of the last episode, you might have noticed that I had added these little dividers here, and that was after a bit of struggle here while I was trying to figure out some road work and terraforming. Again, most of that was changed and redone, or needs to be redone, but I did end up with these bit of work in the center here. And me and Creamsicle even came together and worked on this. and designed this little bit here. In fact, I believe she even used this bit here, minus the lanterns, for her base to replace some of the dark oak fence, which is nice. Good collaboration. But now we got an official median to go with our city, part of the city road. Highway road? I don't know what it's called. And while it wasn't explicitly said, I did make my trees. Creamsicle made those two, and same on the other side, and I did the two middle ones. Finally got around to that, and I'm quite proud of them. I still don't think I'm good at shaping the trees as Creamsicle, but with a bit of practice, I can get some stuff done. Now, this part here, I am missing a crucial part, which is surprisingly expensive one. Wither skeleton skulls. Yes, the wither skeleton skulls are a bit expensive. However, they add the last little detail I need for this. So that's good. Also, what is that? What is this? What abomination is this? Is that my eye? Well, I seem to need to find something to explain. Oh, there's a sign. Read the book. This does not seem good. This is kind of ominous. Do I dare read it? Polymorph panic. A thirf. Thirf? Thirf? I think some English teachers would be really mad right now. Anyways, someone has been cursed and they will pass it on somehow. Stay safe. That ain't ominous at all. The curse book will tell you what to do. You must address the head next to me by their full name every time they come into camera view, regardless of whether you are cursed or not. Oh noes. Their name is the Abominable Sir Laggy Cream Absolute and but there were Trill do Chapeau Lear the Thirf of Randomia. I am never gonna remember that. I'm gonna need to take a screenshot of that because that is gonna be my bane. Good luck. Stay safe. Suspect anyone. This page is blank. The next page. Okay, we know what to do. So I need to read this. I'll be right back. I am fearing for my safety, so see you in a bit. Well, a double ominous sign. I hope Enigma's not the one cursed. That would be terrible. But we're just gonna say goodbye to the Abominable Sir Laggy Cream Salute and the Anethionetril do Chapeau the Thirf of Randomia. Man, I'm gonna go insane with that. And get back to what we were doing and try not to die. Another little timbit that I made up is I finally have a pop-up shop for my chicken and yum. Hell fried chicken in bundles, snack bundles, as it should be. Everything should come in bundles. And I am just so lost because of Sir Laggy Cream and the Theotoril do shop Polier the Thirf of Randomia and its event. So I gotta hide. Now, one thing that I discovered that I didn't really get a chance to record was a noise that was, I think it was somewhere here. Yes, it was here. That. This thing, I apologize in advance. Oh, apparently I can't even reset it up. This was going off in the background when I logged on the other morning. And my recording setup wasn't really working at the moment because I was changing some things in preparation for some stream. But, this is what I found. And I can't be pranked without pranking somebody else. So what is a cat boy to do? Well, there was a certain rumor that cats should not be afraid of birds, as I am. PTSD from the chickens. So I discovered a little trick and left a gift to said bird to show them why they should indeed be scared of cats, and vice versa. And these are just the cats that I kept. I ended up buying a shulker box of fish, and this is what's left. But, you'll just have to, take my word for it and go see who was the unfortunate soul who got a bunch of cats. I say unfortunate, but who wouldn't love, like, 120 cats? Come on, who wouldn't? Now, as for that, we're gonna say you'll have to find out yourself who was pranked. Good jelly. Well, that felt weird. Why is there a bone? And what's wrong with my hand? Okay, there's a few things. Oh noes. Oh noes. Paul, I've been cursed. Oh dear, it would appear that you have been cursed. You must keep this book on you at all times, and that's not even the curse. You may notice changes to your appearance. Please, no. To remove this, you will have to pass the curse on to someone else. However, before you can, you must solve the riddle. See your named page, and deliver the missing head plus your cursed head to the head in the tree in Central Park. Only then can you pass the curse on to someone else. Passing on the curse is easy. Get this book in their inventory somehow, and the curse will be lifted on you. Passing this curse on to someone else will polymorph them, and you will get to decide what sort of form they will take. Polymorph panic will only end when all the heads of each random, both curse and uncurse, are upon the tree. I don't want to look. I don't want to look. No! Woof. Wait, what? Why? Why? Woof. Why am I doing this? What? No. What has become of me? No. I must. Whoever is responsible, I will have my revenge.
One man's garbage is another man's treasure.